Little Dragons, tip of the week, everybody. I just hope you're having a good first week of March here. Little Dragons are going to be working a lot on speed this month, but the Little Dragons tip of this week is how do I get my kids to practice martial arts or Kung Fu specifically, because that's what they do, at home. Now, this is a thing that a lot of people have come to me over the years have been like, they do great. They love coming to class. They're doing fun. But when I get home, I can't get them to practice anything, which is fine. Okay. It's totally fine if they don't practice at home. But I wanted to kind of give you some tips on how I get Bruce and Donnie, my two kids, to practice their Kung Fu at home. And here's the trick. I have to practice with them, okay? So a lot of you parents might not know Kung Fu or know exactly what we do here at the Academy. Maybe you drop them off and pick them up. Maybe you watch a couple times. It's here nor there. A lot of the times is your kids will get more engaged with wanting to do more if we can engage with them at home. If I say, Bruce and Donnie, practice 20 punches into the, I have a big wave master at home. So, because I'm a martial arts instructor, I have some of the equipment with me. If I say, hey, go practice your punches and do some push-ups and do some kicks into the bag, they might go up and they might be like, oh, I don't want to do that. Or maybe, they'd rather play with Legos, So what I have to do is I have to actively engage with them as I do it. I have to hold the bags in front of them, tell them what techniques to do. And you as a parent, you're like, what? I can't do that. I don't need to do, I don't even know Kung Fu. So how am I supposed to do that? Well, step number one, okay, practicing at home you don't need the best training equipment that you can buy. All you need is a pillow, okay? If you have these, that's even better, okay? So what I do with my kids is I just tell them to do a technique and I make it like a game. Because when your kids are little, or most kids, they'd rather be doing fun things than, working out. I mean, I think we all rather be doing fun things than working out. So what I usually do is I'll take Bruce or I'll take Donnie, and I'll say, give me a kick. And then they kick the bag. All right. And then I say, give me a punch. And then they punch the bag and stuff like that. But I make it like a game. So I'm always trying to get them to work on their defense, not just their offense. Bruce is always like, Rah! He just wants to come in completely offensive. So what I'll do is I'll say, kick the bag. And then I'll try to bop them on the head, like a light bop on the head, so they get their hands up or they get those guards up to defend themselves. And that's one way you can kind of make it entertaining. And what I like to do is I like to challenge how fast their reaction times can go. Because that means the faster the reaction time is, that's the better they're listening. And it's also the more focused they are as they go in. So I'll be like, kick, punch, block. And then I'll go over and I'll be like, duck. And you kind of see me do these things in our very first intro class, that kind of like the game we play. And a lot of the times is all you have to do is have like a pillow and make it like a game. And you could do that for 15 minutes. I mean, sometimes I do it for like 5 minutes, you know what I mean? Because, a lot of the times I do this just to tire them out before bedtime, so it's easier for me to get them to bed. I'm sure you guys can, relate to me on that. So just start yelling out basic things. You don't need to know the exact names of it. You can hold a pillow up and say, blah, or punch, and then you hold the punch and you go, oh, and then you pop, you do that. Like the other day I was working with Bruce and Donnie and I was like, punch, and I was like, dodge, and I would like, toss the pillow lightly at them and then they dive out of the way and then they run right back up because it was fun. I made it like a game, but little did they know is I'm also challenging their listening skills and their concentration and things like that. They just don't know it. They just think they're playing and having fun doing Kung Fu. So that's just kind of like a tip that you can do. If you need some training material, if you want to make this a part of the thing, come to me and I will get that stuff for you. Okay. I love when kids practice at home. Keep me posted and have a great first week of March. Thank you, parents. I will see you I'll see you waiting for your kids in class.